Tuesday night, 100% live, St. Ricketts. With fire cannot burn, www.sricketts.com. Keep your eyes peeled. We're trying to work on some kind of beautiful reunion. And man, would we love to see that and have it come to the Fuse and do part of the Key Concert Series and Jewel Tady's on mute and all kind of great stuff we're having here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday night, 100% live. We would love to welcome you back to another great episode of The You Show.
You.
And as you see, I am live on air. Live on air.
I see.
Jeff the Shark Party with Jewel Tady. Sure, welcome back. I know a couple of weeks of, like we always say, life happens, and life was happening the last few weeks. Things you had to attend to. We did miss you here. We love you. Hope everything is okay, and that we welcome you back.
We're here, man. I'm glad to be back, and yeah, thanks for holding it down. And yes, I'm just happy to be back. This is my therapy for the week, so it's great.
Our sanctuary. J.D. Wolf already in the house. Told me it might be late, and then boom. He must have seen that Jewel was here and figured, let me get in there.
Hello.
Jewel Tady is back, and we welcome you.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be, good to see you and good to have you with us. Good evening once again. It is the Yo Show, Tuesday night, 100% live. Go to the top 50.
Can you hear that in the background, or do I have to turn down the K-pop?
I don't hear it at the moment,
okay.
So I think we're good. Voted a top 50 show in the world by the Los Angeles and New York Weekly Times.
Yeah.
One of the top shows in Pennsylvania. We've been in videos. We've done live appearances. We're now part of the Key Concert Series. We do it all, closing in on 300 episodes. With me, as always, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister. And boy, talk about miss her. You miss her when she's not here. The most beautiful face in podcast, webcast, broadcast, simulcast. The amazing Miss Jewel Tady. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, man. How we doing?
Good. My tongue's on fire tonight. I'm like racing.
Whew. That's me. After my second coffee of the day, I'm like, I have to slow down because I talk way too fast. Otherwise, I'm talking like this. This is when I'm calm.
I had about 3 cups today, a few beers. I just got like adrenaline. Like I said, it's great to have you back. And it's great for the momentum we're gaining and more shows we're lining up and stuff we're going to be doing.
This damn hair. I don't know what's happening here. That's what happens when you cut bangs. They just go wherever they want to go. All right.
And she's back with a vengeance, ladies and gentlemen, and a new hairdo. Coming up tonight, around 8:30, our very special guest. She's a singer and a model and an actress and a little bit of everything. Coming up at 8:30, Lauren Rosas. All right. She'll be our very special guest. We're going to talk about a lot of things. She's just into so much, Jewel, and I know you always do your research, watch all those shows, kind of get a feel for how the guests are going to go. So this one should be good and probably going to go quick because there's a lot of stuff to cover through her career. So welcome her around 8:30.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love doing that, just watching old interviews. I think it gives you a good sense of how the person is, especially if it's a show like this where you're just kicking back and relaxing and just shooting the breeze. So, yeah, I'm excited to talk to her. She seems really sweet, and they were going to have a great time.
We certainly do hope so. And, we will. We always do. We always manage to. Before we get into anything else, of course, a big thanks to last week's guest, Magali. She was very good, very unique sound as well. Again, some unique ones from the great team at Impact and Beatrice Kimmel. So, unique one this week as well. Very excited for Lauren Rosas. Keep it going. Cassie Perini in the house.
Yo!
Here we are. The Yo Show.
Missed you guys.
I definitely missed you as well. And missed you at High Stakes that last time, too. You didn't make it that night. That was a good night, too. And, so we're doing it. We're getting out and kicking it live. And we'll talk about all of that in a minute. First of all, like I said, and I told Jewel, we can't really start the show without discussing the tragedy at the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Of course, our heart and soul and thoughts and prayers go out to anybody who was anywhere near that. And, of course, the people who are lost, etc. Jewel, an absolute tragedy. I call it tragedy. Cargo ship hits a concrete support and the bridge collapses. One of the most terrifying things I have ever seen.
Oh my God, and like have gone across that bridge. You're like, what is happening? Like, it just doesn't seem real. Like 6 people missing still. It's so sad. It looked
Unbelievable.
crazy. I can't believe there's actual like footage of it going down.
Right.
It's insane.
I woke up to it and I couldn't believe it. And JD Wolf is, even though a distance away, it's news. It's like top news. I woke up to it and I'm like, oh my God. And of course, our good friend Ray Chase of Happy Hour Podcast, he's a Maryland resident. He said he crossed that bridge almost every day and it was a part of him and he knew all about it. And
Ugh.
thoughts, prayers, everything to anyone involved. A definite tragedy. The people of Maryland who, man, they go through their tragedies every few years, don't they? It's just,
I feel like this area has just been crazy. Like
right.
the shelter in place at Levittown and then the shelter in place in Ambler, like 2 days
Yeah.
later, like it has been like a wild
How about
couple
the
of weeks.
I-95 collapse? Like you
I
want to
know
talk
in
about over the
'95, that
last
was
year or
last
two?
year,
Yeah,
Ugh,
man.
let me get a
time
break,
to
man.
time to move. Uh,
I
and time.
know. I always thought about that. I'm like, I'm definitely moving. Like, I mean, you always want to move to Florida, right? When you're young and don't know better. But like, as you get older, I'm like, all right, well, this is a great area. Like, we're an hour away from the mountains, an hour away from the shore. I need to be near the Jersey Shore. That's just what I've settled on. Some
Okay.
form or fashion, I need to be close to it. It's my favorite beach. If I had my way, I would just live in Ocean City. So I don't know. I don't think I'll ever leave the Northeast. California's too crazy.
Wow. I-35 bridge there, man. Oof. I kind of remember that. Wow, man. It's makes you never want to drive again.
Yeah, ever. And people are like, have this deep rooted fear of driving over bridges. And I never really mind it unless it's like super narrow. Like
My
the
mom always
Burlington
said,
Bristol is so
"Oh,
narrow. Or
if
that
you
one,
sneeze, you're going
oh,
over the edge."
that one in Jersey is even worse because it's like short and narrow.
Oh, I hate that one too.
Morrisville. Mm.
Why can't you see anyone in the chat?
You're on
I don't
YouTube.
know. Yeah,
You're,
maybe because you're on YouTube.
JD's in Twitch. Cassie's in YouTube. That's probably why.
Maybe if you go to, I don't know, but she's
I don't
watching
think
the
there's any
video.
Facebook chat right now, which is
Really?
surprising.
Oh, I know, right? But it's
Where you at?
so weird. Let's get rid of that.
It's spring break though. People are out and about, out and
That's
about.
true. There's a big Y on. Where the heck is her comment? There it is. It says, why?
Why?
Like
Why?
you weren't here last night. That was last Wednesday or Wednesday before. Last Wednesday with when Vividly Vixen was here,
Mhm.
and somebody at the very end puts hello. I know he puts huh, and then he puts a bunch of question marks. Like at the very, very end. You're my hero, wherever the heck that was.
At least
Wow.
make a good catchphrase.
Yeah, give me something better than.
Joey asked me, she's like, because sometimes we watch Jersey Shore. She's like, Mom, what would be your catchphrase? I'm like, I don't know. Be nice to people, even the shitty ones.
I'd probably stick with don't be a douche.
I mean, that's what we settled on eons ago. So
It's got
why not
pizzazz.
stick with it?
Got cachet, as George Costanza would say. Top five list. Let's do it because Joe picked this one, and I like this one. And some of mine aren't fully that, but they're really good.
Yeah, this you had some leeway, so I'm excited to hear yours.
Where the heck is the headline? Did I not put? Yeah, I did. I did put a headline. There we go. Top five piano solos. I kind of went piano solos, piano songs, like
Songs.
rock piano songs.
Mm.
Right? Is that what you were after?
Yeah, like just good
Okay.
piano in songs. How about that?
All right. How about number five? One of my favorite piano sections, and it makes me remind me of a movie, of course, Goodfellas. It's Layla.
Ooh, good one.
I love that one so much. I love that piano segment near the end of Goodfellas too, of course. Layla, Eric Clapton, number five. Number four, The Entertainer, Billy Joel. I love that beginning. That no, I think it's good.
Yeah, I'm a Billy Joel fan.
Billy Joel.
Just because
Number
I like
four,
Bruce.
The Entertainer. That's okay. Number three, one of my. As soon as you said the category, this jumped out. 'Cause it's one of my favorite of all time. The song is "Burn" by Deep Purple. When they come at that end, it's all keyboard at the end, and it's on Guitar Hero, and they make you use the guitar instead of like a keyboard. But man, I love that.
Nice.
Love it. Number three, love that one. So as soon as you said the category, I'm like, yes. Number two, I mean, come on, Jewel. If you know me, you know two in one way too easily. Number
I
two
know.
is W. Axl Rose and November
Yep.
Rain, of course. Guns and Roses. I do love that. I love that. You know, when the music stops and just and Axl just gets into it, and man, love it. Number two, November Rain. Jewel, you gotta know number one. And
I
there's
do.
not really a big stretch of solo in this, but it is a tremendous piano classic. Bohemian Rhapsody, I love you. You're the best. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen, of course, at number one. And when you watch the Live Aid performance and see Freddie kind of sitting there at the piano, you know, kind of warming up and then cranking it out, man, the chills, I tell you, chills in music,
I know.
that just, the movie, the YouTube, whatever, it just grabs me. Every single time I get that kind of lump in my throat, every time.
I still have to show you the home movie when I'm like 5 years old, and I sing the whole thing
Oh,
and I
yeah.
act it out. Like that has to be. My cousin Jessie is like burning all our home movies and like putting them on digital platforms.
I
So
got to
so
see
yeah,
that.
I'll send it to you as soon as I have
I have
that. But yeah,
got
that's
to
why
see
my
that.
November Rain and Bohemian Rhapsody were honorable mentions because I'm like, I know they're going to be taken care of. So I went number 5, Lose Yourself. I mean, that's such an iconic
Ooh,
opening.
it's good.
Do, do, do. And I
That's
love
good. Wow.
it's one of the Eminem songs I had to learn on the piano, obviously, because there's a few little, what are they called? Yeah, I host a music podcast and I know what I'm talking about. Uh, number 4,
Jewel Taney, ladies and gentlemen. Love
Little
you.
Ditty, I like to call. Number 4, Jungle Land, Bruce. Man, it's been ripped so many times too by like other artists, and it's clearly from him. It's just so. I mean, he plays Jungle Land like nearly every concert, but it's just insane when he gets down, and that part is definitely the
Into
major
this
part.
total love. Oh, no.
Tunnel of Love is great too. I love that album. Number 3, I had to get Rufus in there because he is so good at the piano, but this song is so it's just such a simple tune on the piano, and it reminds me of Hallelujah, but the song is called Vibrate by Rufus Wainwright, and
All right.
that's what made me love him so much, by seeing this video and seeing him play
You're
the
a big fan.
piano.
You might be his number one fan. I'm
Big
not saying to
fan.
be funny. You're a huge fan.
I'm gonna be front row, like looking at him, like I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry again. He's made me cry before, but I'm gonna be front row with Duck, and
You are going to
I'm
be
just gonna lose
crying.
it.
You're
Lose
going to be
it.
crying. I want
Yeah.
footage of it.
He's gonna record me. He's like, look at this crazy bitch in the front row.
This piano solo goes after that psycho there.
Yeah,
For sure.
God. Number 2. This also made me just want to learn to play this song. Even as a kid, you know, Abbey Road was such a big part of my love for the Beatles. But Maxwell Silverhammer, that there's that little part where they do the piano solo, and it's so beautiful and pretty. So that had to be my number 2, and my number 1 all-time piano solo. Like I wanted to walk down the aisle to this song. Like it's so beautiful and haunting.
Oh, that's
But
coming up later in the
yeah,
30-day song challenge.
yeah, because I'm close to that.
Oh, Butterfly and Hurricanes is
Um,
good. That's good.
Man, I'm glad she's back with the comments. She has great ones.
Yes, it does.
But Departure by Max Richter. We were talking about Max with Ezra Gray, but yeah, he's like my all-time favorite composer, and this tune, it just stays with me constantly.
I gotta say, a lot of people tell me like, "Oh, Jeff, you know so much about music. Jeff, show me about music. Jeff, your music, this, that, and the other." I tell you what, you are incredible because your retention of bands you talk about that are a little more obscure, but you retain them and remember them. And of course, like I said, the ear that brought so many great bands into an agreement for us to bring them here. Um, I'm blown away, man. I'm always blown away by your musical prowess and smarts for it. I really, I mean, out of nowhere, I got geeked for it, but I watch you do it, and it blows my mind. It's incredible.
That's the best compliment you can give me, and that's what I love to do. I just love showing people new music that I love. So yeah, it's the dream that we have
That's
here.
absolutely incredible. And maybe as we approach 300 episodes, if I have never said it enough or have never said it, your genius and approach towards topics especially music, your retention of things discussed, second to none. My apologies to the rest of the podcast world, second to none. Right here.
If only I knew what I was talking about half the time.
And that's part of the mystique. But a great top five. Let's
It's part of my
rehash.
charm, you know.
Part of my charm. Let's rehash top five piano solos or piano rock songs. Layla, of course, by Eric Clapton. Number 4, The Entertainer, Billy Joel. Number 3, Burn by Deep Purple, which raised Jules' eyebrows.
I love Deep Purple.
Me too. Oh, man, I didn't know you were probably a massive Deep Purple fan.
Yeah, yeah.
I miss Richie Blackmore to death. November Rain, Guns N' Roses, number 2. Number 1, Bohemian Rhapsody. Jewel came back. Number 5, Lose Yourself by Eminem. Number 4, Jungle Land by Bruce Springsteen. Number 3, Vibrate by Rufus Wainwright. Check out Jewel in the front row. Maxwell Silverhammer by the Beatles at number 2. And number 1, Departure by Max Richter. Unique list tonight. Some fun stuff. Eminem's new album coming out.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, all right. I like it. We like that. I know Jewel loves that. Well, of course, we'll talk about that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about on the O Show. And, of course, we're going to talk about April 27th real quick before we get a song in. April 27th, of course, it is the Key Concert Series coming live from the Fuse, and it's also my birthday. Look at that. Woo! April 27th, Saturday. Doors open at 6. Get your tickets right now. KeyConcertSeries.ticketleap.com. You'll save a couple dollars on the price. We host a foursome, Jewel, that is out of this world. The amazing Placid, Milo Sky. I know everybody has heard and loved some Milo Sky. That gets the girls giddy. Sour Station. Brand new singer, Jewel, as well. Very excited for Natalie. And the Grimjacks. Oh, I think people have had some fun with them. April 27th, Jewel, the Fuse, KeyConcertSeries.ticketleap.com. Later on the show, we're going to play maybe a tune from each of those bands. Tell us a little something about your anticipation coming up for this one.
I am so excited for this one. This is like just gold. Right here. It's going to be so much fun. And your birthday. It's also my sister's birthday. Yeah. It's going to be one hell of a party.
I love it. Bring some. Jesus Christ. Easy now. He's not on the show yet. We're trying to get him in a few weeks. I'd love to have
Can
Ryan
we get him on that week? Or we book that week?
I'm trying. I saved the date. One date's my birthday. Like
or
my birthday show.
Oh, well, we should do what you did for me, which is just have them all on.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
We'll just have like a powwow.
Definitely would. I love my wife, and we'll get to the wife thing. We'll get to the wife thing. We'll get to the wife thing in a little bit. Why? Just so funny to me the way she's flashing hearts at Ryan. Let's play. Let's get a song in there first because it's already like 20 after. So we definitely want to get a song in.
Yes.
By tonight's guest, Lauren Rosas. And Chris is her number 1, though. So, you know, she's killing me here.
No.
Let It Go.
You crack me up.
Let It Go is a hot number, Jewel, that raced up the iTunes chart, like 35th out of the top 100, and it was just a solid song for her. We're going to play it here, Let It Go by Lauren Rosas. Song's about 3 minutes long. Check it out, and we'll be back shortly here live Tuesday night on the U Show with Jeff and Jewel.
And I feel it. Now you're leaving. And I'm sorry. But there's no healing where there's no love. Now I hate it. But can't face it. Oh no, no. Waiting patient in the basement. In the same bed where we made love. And it's okay, you can leave me here. Leave me broken hearted, left with all my tears, but it's alright. Yeah, I'll be alright. But when you want me, no, I won't be here. Swear I'm doing better, let me shit you here, but it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, so I'ma let it go, I'ma let it go, I'ma let it go,
let it go. I saw that glitter around your eyes and I expected gold. Had to inspect your soul, but I didn't want to get too close. You initiate, I'ma follow, I'm scared to do it, but when it wrong, I looked at you for who you could be, not for who you are. Look like the type that I would wish for on a shooting star. Yeah, thought if I lose you, I would lose it all. But now if you come back around, no one's home, I'm moving on. Get on my petty shit, cause two could play the way. Make up stains on my pillowcase, I got new ones every day. I'ma let you go and hold the door for you. Whoa, I ain't sad, there's plenty more of you. No, so I wish you the best. I got no hard feelings. I ain't listen to that voicemail, that shit was long-winded. Got frozen feelings for you, diamonds on my necklace, cold. Adina Menzel, I'm about to let it go.
I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it go.
All right, tonight's guest, Lauren Rosas, for Let It Go. See what I hit the charts, Jewel. It's got a nice little mix. It starts out kind of, interesting indeed, J.D. Wolf. I agree. And the great Beatrice Kimmel over at Impact always sends us these guests. And a lot of them have very unique style. Of course, last week with Meg Alley, very unique. Tonight, very unique. Kind of a slow, kind of romantic kind of start. with
R&B.
deep thought.
Yeah.
Right, and then like a hard, like nice rap session in the middle there, and then coming back home with it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a great deal, and like I said, it's doing very popular.
Yeah, it's blowing up the charts. And, you know, I told Jeff, like, this just sounds radio ready. Like, it's just hitting the charts fast. And she's just incredible, and just excited to talk to her.
Magic of technology. Apparently, my strobe was bothering the heck out of Jewel TV.
I'm just preventative.
Prevented? I'm trying to get it to
I just
stop.
noticed, actually, because Joey's like, why do you have it on this big screen? I'm like, because when I look at the computer, it's like this big, and I can't see. And I really can't see without my glasses.
I gotta turn it
Can't
off
see.
because it won't stay still. Okay, I got
Okay.
get out of it because
That's
it won't
better.
stay still. I'm all excited for it. It won't stay still. And it was the mood. It's the groovy mood of that groovy song. And we'll have Aaron Rosas in a few minutes. We're going to talk about it and other exciting things. I'm excited. I'm excited to have you back.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks. Work's been so hard, so I just like it's my happy place.
It is. It's definitely my happy place too. I need it. And today, because of course I'm off tomorrow and I'm off Thursday and I'm off Friday.
Oh, you are. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going to
You know
the
what
Phillies game. Come on.
Oh. Well, it's gonna rain.
It's supposed to rain, but then I heard today it may not rain hard enough.
Okay. Well, you're still gonna be there in a poncho because you bought opening home
Oh,
opener. Home
course.
opening.
Opening. I never.
So Phillies will be back. Woo!
Yeah, right. I'm really excited for
Baseball.
the Phillies to be back. Got my hat. Let's go wear a Philly shirt. I'm like, now I don't want to ruin my Trey Turner shirt 'cause I'm probably going to wear it this week.
Dude, I'm loving me some Wit, man. He's cracking the bat.
Love me with some Whit Merrifield. I really do. And I would love another pitcher. This guy. Yeah, good Twins. Okay, I gave you that.
Strom's doing good, right? And
Yeah.
Wheeler. Who's our leadoff pitcher?
Wheeler.
No, I thought it was someone else. Like Wheeler wasn't doing
It's
it.
either Wheeler or Nola, but.
All right, Wheeler's ahead of Nola for
Yeah.
pitching. Yeah. Okay.
And, yeah,
Bryce
some of
hasn't
the guys.
been doing shit though. I don't know.
Well,
what's
he's
happening.
got some back issues and he's adjusting to first base. And, you know, I always, thanks, bro. I'm still not crazy about the pitching. And I'm going to mention a name, and I know everybody's going to get mad, and everybody's going to say, "Rah, rah, rah." But to me, man still hasn't been accused. It's Trevor Bauer. For the love of God, get this guy into camp.
Get him in the
Especially
camp.
Our starting pitching, that like the GM keeps saying, this is solid starting pitching. No, you need one like horse. I mean, Jordan Montgomery's out there, but he's going to cost a lot. And I'm not crazy about him. I want
Hoffman's all
Bauer.
right.
Yeah, he's good in the bullpen. Yeah, the starters. I worry about Sanchez and
Alvarado.
no, Alvarado's in the pen too. I don't mind him. What about Sanchez and the other guy? Oh man, I forget the name. I don't want to get into it.
I gotta familiarize. I mean, I watched not most, but a lot of preseason.
I did too. I tried to get into it. Kobe Allard. Why would they even show that name? That's terrible. Taiwan Walker, who's like out hurt, but Ranger Suarez.
Oh, Ranger.
Yeah.
You don't like Ranger?
He just
Don't put
worries
someone
me.
named Ranger. He
I like
doesn't worry
Ranger.
me. I have faith.
I do like
Faith in
Ranger.
Ranger.
I'm interested to see what Sanchez does. He said Walker starts hurt. So then they get Turnbull, who's never been, he's always been that, this guy's got promise after like 30 elbow surgeries. I don't know, man. I think we need
Dude.
another pitcher. Dude.
Speaking from experience and playing ball recently, holy shit, elbow injuries can just wipe you out.
And that's his
Wholehearted.
Turnbull, who they went out and invited to camp, and Kobe Allard, who they invited to camp, are both guys who came in the league with massive promise. Like these guys were going to be solid starting pitchers for their respective teams. Both just went spaghetti with their arms and big time injuries. And they're both here. And hey, if one of them gets some kind of lightning in a bottle and be at least a 5, that would be incredible.
Spaghetti is the right word because
Yeah.
I was working it this weekend and my arm felt like a noodle.
Ken Harper pitch. You know, you're like the 5th person that said that. A
You probably can.
Customer work today said making the closure. Jason Rushman in the house. What's up, everyone? It's Jason having an awesome night, drinking a couple beers. Hope everyone's doing well. That's what we do
All right,
here,
Jason.
bro.
Have a great night.
Right?
Glad you're here.
And Jason and I will be returning this Friday to the Happy Hour podcast. My man,
Ew.
It's been a while. And of course, we're going to talk about this whole bridge thing with Ray because he's got some passion for it. So it was tough for him. But, you know, yeah, maybe one of these guys can find a little form. Like, we're not expecting Allard or Turnbull to win a Cy Young Award. But, man, if you can give us like a 500 record and an ERA around 3.5 that you keep us in games, I'm good, Joel.
I really need just Boom, Stat, JT, and Nick to do the damn thing because they have been doing all right. Well, I haven't seen JT do much. I did see Nick hit a few and Boom. So I just need them to freaking step up the bats too because that was our problem in postseason. Like no one hit.
Yeah, we brought JT here, and I love JT.
I love JT.
But his hitting seems to have gone
Fizzled. It fizzled.
away, right? He was the guy
Yeah.
hitting 300 with Miami.
Yep.
Like, he was a guarantee, and every time he played us, I'm always like, oh, this guy. Because he'd always get big hits.
Yeah. But
And
we'll get it back. We always do.
hope so. Well, we saw Lauren Rosas flash in and out, so she might be having some technical problems. We will hang in there. But, yeah, and I like the bullpen. I like Strom. I like Hoffman. The guy that worries me is Sir Anthony Dominguez. Every year,
Like
like
Sir Anthony?
every, I like him. I'm trying to love him. Every year, trust me,
I just
I am.
feel like these are my babies. Him and
Right.
Ranger.
I'm dying to love Sir Anthony, but I just, it's so
I
sure
know.
to be in there for some unknown reason.
Very frustrating.
Extremely frustrating.
I'm definitely. I know Nola was like up in the air for a while. I'm so happy he's back though. I feel like he's just a solid pitcher.
I'm with you on that. And I do like those guys. I like the middle guys, Suarez and Sanchez, because it's kind of like a feel good. Walker, I didn't want from the get go. So to see him hurt, to see him do horribly on his last appearance, and to see, I don't know.
I could do without Walker, but
Right,
I just hope my guys step it up. That's all. We got a
Yeah.
long season ahead.
I will be there, and a shout out to my good friend Amanda, who I went to the home opener with a few years ago, and I don't think she's watching, but she said, wear a coat. I'm like, coat? It's a Phillies game. She's like, it's March, and man, was it cold
It's gonna be freezing.
this year. Put my brain into it. So let's get to it. Let's get to our special guest, Jewel. As you know, we are always fortunate to get wonderful guests. And our good friend Beatrice Kimmel over at Impact says, here's a list. And she hands me like a list. It runs me down like 5, 6 people at a time and lets me decide, on them. And I never say no because they're always great. Lauren, are we ready? Give me a little thumbs up if we're ready. She's kind of getting herself in action. And we got the thumbs up. Okay. Our special guest tonight, you heard her song here earlier. Great number, Let It Go. She's a singer, songwriter, actress, model. Jewel, she does more things in a lifetime than I could ever dream of. We love them go-getters that do a little bit of everything. Let's introduce our special guest tonight, Lauren Rosas, to the program. Lauren, good evening.
How's it going? Thank you for having me. Had a little
Absolutely.
technical difficulties, but I am good now.
Yeah, I seen you kind of jump in and out. I'm like, uh-oh. Because, like I said, it's live, and you just really never know what you're going to get.
I'm a computer. I was told that I was like a computer black hole sometimes. So I'm glad that I...
Welcome to your perfect show, because that is us.
Seriously.
We've had some moments, but we have a lot of fun here. We, of course, Beatrice is always great, brings us great guests, so we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's talk right about it. Let's get right to it. That song "Let It Go" because it's got beauty, a little bit of middle toughness, and then ends again with beauty. Terrific song, very creative. Tell us about "Let It Go" because. Man, it got to like number 36 on the iTunes 100 chart. That's massive.
Yeah, so Let It Go was a song I had written years ago. It was my first song. I was always told that, growing up, from where I'm from, music really wasn't like the career choice, the biggest career choice for folks. But I always was curious about it. And then finally I was like, I went to LA and I said, you know what? I'm just going to go try recording something. I ended up connecting with a producer, Bobby Crane, and also Charlie. He's in the music video, Charlie Brown. Really great producers. And now I share them on my page if anyone wants to work with them. But I connected with them and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just see what happens. And me and Bobby wrote that song in the studio together. And I knew that this was going to be the beginning of something. But the music video itself, I didn't create until I believe like a year and a half later. And the song wasn't fully released, I think, till about a year and a half later. So it was a lineage of Let It Go. Yeah. But no, I had a good time, and I really put a lot of money into that first music video. I spent a whole summer working to earn the money because I'm aware that when you make a music video and you weren't a musician, I was just doing modeling at the time. I really had to come in with a bang, I guess. So I said, I'm just going to put everything I have together. And I'm going to dump it all in there. And I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Wow.
And it's so strong and the visuals and everything, but the song itself is just, I was telling Jeff, like, it's just sounds radio ready. It sounds like, we compare you to like a Georgia Smith or a Halsey. Do you get those comparisons?
Halsey, yeah. I love Halsey. And she's a big fan of the Cranberries. I don't know Halsey, but I do listen to her music and I know that she loves Dolores, and I had a picture of Dolores there, but she loved her, and I'm obsessed with Dolores as well. I really like also Florence Welk from what is it? Now I'm drawing a blank.
Machine.
I almost said Rage Against the Machine, but that's not it. It's Florence and the Machine.
Both.
Florence and the Machine. No, not close at all.
Just because I didn't like her that much.
Well, you're a big rock fan too, right?
Oh yeah, I like Pink Floyd. I like I like the Eagles, Neil Young, Joe Walsh. I like country folk rock. This new band called the Straubs. Well, they're not new; they're from the '70s, but I've been listening to them lately. So I like the folk psychedelic a lot, and Led Zeppelin is like, I would say, my all-time favorite.
Ah,
There you go.
you just owned me right at that moment. Led Zeppelin is like top one or two. Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, like wow, and that's awesome because are they your influences? That kind of bands listen to say I want to kind of be like them, only add like a modern twist.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely one of those. There's the artists out there. We've all met them, and they say I'm original. I do everything originally, and I'm my own sovereign being. But for me, I'm like, I want to make folk psychedelic rock, kind of almost like a hard rock. I like
Yeah.
instrumentals. We're debating taking a lot of my lyrics out of the music that I wrote for this upcoming album because I just don't know if they're going to want to listen to me talk that much. I think they're going to want to hear the melody.
Right. It's tough
Yeah.
giving them what they want. It really is.
Yeah. I want them to kind of space out and like think about themselves and their universe. Yeah.
I like it.
That's I sometimes I dig that. Like sometimes I'm just in the mood for short, sweet songs, and I'll get into my like doo-wop phase. But then sometimes, and a lot of newer artists have done this. Like they have a couple albums under their belt, and then they'll come out with like an experimental 7-minute song that just goes on, and I'll be driving and I'll just zone out, and that'll be my jam. So I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
I think there's a vibe for everything. But
it is.
what?
And if oh yeah, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. God.
Oh, I was saying if the instrumentals, I think, yeah, we're having an issue where in the album the instrumentals are very strong and the lyrics are very strong, but they seem to be button heads
wow.
on. Yeah, and I don't want to turn the lyrics down, but I really want them to hear the guitar and all that, and we got harp and like a lyre that we're gonna put
wow.
in there. So I like that Celtic sound, but that mystical
Yeah, I like it.
sound.
Sounds dreamy.
And
Yeah.
that's right, exactly. And that's the daring that like some of the best albums ever. I talk about Pet Sounds from the Beach Boys. It's daring. You're trying a little bit of everything, a little bit of anything, and putting it stuff that may not even be conventional. You're like, you know what, I know it works, and then you make
Mhm.
it work. Stuff like that is fantastic. I absolutely love that. So you have some family background in music. Rick Rosas
Yes.
played bass in the studio with Joe Walsh and Aerosmith, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and that's pretty impressive. Did that rub off on you? Was your whole family always into music, and did that help you decide you're getting into music?
I think that the Rosas side has always been in entertainment. There's other Rosases out there that are relatives, and they're rocking in the entertainment industry, whether it's music or media. But I know that Rick, our family, we had originally, so we had never met Rick because there was, I guess, one side of the family didn't talk to the other side, and that happens, I guess. But
Welcome.
yeah,
No,
it
no,
happened. Yours too. They did that too.
there's portions. It happens. It happens to all of us.
Yeah, and so pretty much we were notified. My aunt is really into history and genealogy, and we reconnected with everybody, and we found out that Rick Rosas had passed away like years ago, and we all went to his celebration of life. He didn't have, at least we didn't go to the funeral, but apparently word on the street there was he didn't want a funeral. He just took out like $10,000 and took everybody to a bar and wanted to have a big party. And
Wow.
Kind of cool.
yeah,
That's what I want too. I'm there. That's what I want. Big
yeah.
time.
Well, I wish, yes, he wanted that and the party, and we all enjoyed each other's company, and we went to this cool bar called the Black Rose Tavern in LA, and it's still there.
That sounds cool too.
Yeah, but he lived on the road like his whole life, and just he lived in LA, but he would be out there jamming all the time.
Man, like I said, I want mine to be a party. I want people to laugh, sing, play music, and just joke around and drink. And yeah, I want celebrate me. Don't mourn me. Celebrate me.
That's, I think, what his philosophy was.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
And that you grew up in Southern California. Are you still stationed there?
Yes. So I grew up in San Diego. We lived in East County. It was like the home of like dirt bikes and just rowdy folks. So got a little bit of that in me. Some
There you
people
go.
ask if I'm like from the country, but I'm like, oh no, it's East County. You'll see when you go there.
To
They had the
experience it.
Supercross. They had the Supercross and the monster truck
Yeah.
rallies, and that was real
Wow.
tight back then. And my dad, he was stationed. So my dad was in the Army, and he was stationed in San Diego. But then he went to Fort Lewis directly after 9/11. Like I'd say, like a week, possibly 2 weeks after he
Wow.
went there. So we're very familiar with the military down here in San Diego. They've got the bases. He worked National
Sure.
Guard too, and they had one in East County. I don't know if they still have it there. Probably yes, but he's retired now. But yeah, that was our little space.
So did you move around a lot, or was it just like he moved there and then he went back to Southern Cal?
So my mom, she raised me and my sister in San Diego, but my
Okay.
dad for the Army, he went to Germany. I think it was prior to me being born, and then when 9/11 happened, he stayed in Fort Lewis for years. Yeah, and then he was to go to Afghanistan, but he did have a back injury where he, I guess, blew his spine or something happened. So now he's disabled, but he he lives in San Diego now, but he spent most of the time in Washington or wherever the military made sure that he was having to go.
And how is there like a scene? How is the scene currently where you live? And have you hit up the local spots around
Well,
there?
now I'm in LA, so
Oh, now you're in LA. Okay, I thought you were still in.
yeah. Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm everywhere. I'm in Reno right now as I do this.
Oh,
Oh, wow. All
I'm
right.
all over.
omnipotent,
Reno's cool.
omnipresent. No, but um, yeah. So LA's cool. I like LA. It's definitely different from San Diego because San Diego there is the countryside, but then there's the beach side, and I like to hang out by the beach. Different vibe definitely than LA, but it's kind of nice because I like to go to this day to like the tourist spots still in LA, even though I've lived there for a few years. So like I'll go to the wax museum and look out the wax figures, or like I'll go kind of strange for a 31-year-old to just do that by herself, but
Go grab Brad Pitt's butt because it's squishy.
yeah, Travis Barker got one, so I had to go see.
There you go.
I
That'd
just, I
be a
just
goal
need to
for
make
me. I
sure.
want to be in wax someday. I
Did
want to
you
be a
know that,
wax
Jeff?
figure.
They made Brad Pitt's butt squishy because so many ladies or whoever grabbed it.
Lauren,
Yeah.
have you?
Oh,
Have you
oh, have
grabbed
I
Brad
grabbed
Pitt's butt?
Brad Pitt's butt? No, but I
Yeah.
mean, I go to the wax museum, so I could try. They don't ban me.
Right? They don't ban you. But yeah, LA is cool. I just went one time, and I was supposed to be there longer, but one day is just not enough to see all of the, especially like the music scenes where I wanted to see, all of the main staples. But
Oh,
that's really cool. But I hear a lot of people complaining that it's not what it was, especially like post COVID. How was your experience just musically being there?
you are absolutely right, Jewel. That is true. I've noticed and I've compared it. So right now, Mark Wahlberg is building, I guess, a kind of studio, has some land out there for that, and he's trying to build like a Hollywood 2.0. I think I'm no politician or anything, but I'm just a liver in the town where I've lived there and I've experienced things before COVID and after. I feel that LA is being neglected in a sense where there needs to be more money put into that town to kind of clean it up. San Diego is America's finest city, and I'm saying that because I come from San Diego. When the Ocean Beach Pier Bridge example was like shredded apart by the waves, it got dismantled by the waves. Ocean Beach and San Diego, they were all ready to start rebuilding it because that is a tourist attraction. We take pride in our city, and I don't represent all of San Diego, but I will say San Diego takes a lot of pride in its tourist attractions and its people and their comfort and what they love. I feel LA after COVID, no money got put into Melrose. I'm still waiting to see it. There's graffiti everywhere. And I would love to see Melrose because I used to live on Melrose, and I would love to see it turn back into the Melrose that I knew. And it just needs a little fixing up, some money to put back into the city, maybe build some, if there's public health centers, maybe for certain, you know, how do I say it? Dilemmas, build those and put some money back into the town, fix the streets and fix the sidewalks, get the graffiti everywhere, and cleaning up the trash. I feel like Las Vegas, and San Diego are really trumping LA right now in just how much they're putting into their cities.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing the cities that pop up, kind of like Nashville, has become huge, and so cities that are like in the obscure parts of the world or the country, rather, like Midwest and all, are kind of taking over a little bit, and then East and West Coast kind of stepped the game up a little tad.
And that's coming from somebody where I do live in Burbank now, and it is a gated community. And I will say this, I wouldn't have lived in a gated community if I didn't have such issues with the trouble that I was encountering not in one. And I'm like, wow, why do it's great to live in a gated community, but I shouldn't have to do this out of fear. I should rather do it out of choice. And hopefully LA politicians, you see this and just put a speckle of money into the city.
Lauren from there.
Yeah, me from there.
You're attempting to put some money back. I know you're doing a rock opera, which is ready to be released in 2025, and you're also looking to build your own theater. So obviously you have faith in the community. Tell us about those dreams and what we can expect from this rock opera coming up.
Oh, yeah. So the first one is the rock opera, which is the album. I love rock operas. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I did see Pink Floyd. He said the same thing. It's very true. And I think that I saw Pink Floyd The Wall. I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show I loved. And I love the costumes. I liked, was it the Munsters that Rob Zombie did?
Yes.
Munsters?
Yeah.
That was cool. I like that.
That was a unique one. It was interesting at first. I
got a lot of heat.
It did, but I thought it was pretty good. You had to go in,
Yeah, I think I like the costume designs in that one. I was like, that's kind of neat. He did a little, the costumes. I wasn't too deep diving into the plot so much, but I loved how everyone was just dressed up. And I love theater. I grew up doing theater, and I majored in it in college. I think that I'm really excited. I gave away a lot of information about the rock opera on a lot of podcasts prior, and we actually had a leak, and and so one of the ideas were, they're no longer for me. Let's say that.
Oh, wow.
I think that that's the double-edged sword with artistry. You are very passionate. I was waiting for funding for a certain part of the project in order to finish recording, and I got my funding and everything was great, but I kind of gave a lot of details away on several platforms for about a year. And it's now changed. The name of the project has changed, but we found this information out about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
there was relative people that knew about the project that were related to something, and I'm just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna, completely. I don't like accusing people of anything because you never know. What if they followed up the same time you did? But it was just a little too similar, and the people that were very close in proximity to it, not involved. Yeah, but I renamed the project, but I can't announce that just yet.
That's okay. We're good with that because we always, like, friends of mine say, "Oh, break some kind of story. Dish some dirt, get the inside scoop on your guests and lay it out. I'm like, no, that's not what we're here. We're here to celebrate you, not to take from you. And we noticed ourselves, so many people want to poach. Very few want to work anymore. Everybody wants to poach ideas and make them their own. That makes me
Yep.
sick, Lauren. I know it's off topic, but it makes
like-
me sick.
Exactly.
believe
And
me.
it's happening to us. It's just
Oh, it's happening to
crazy.
you guys too?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
See, what's going on around here?
And not only like our show, but like our client list too. Like they just go after like the same exact guests. Like it's crazy. So how do you navigate that?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
navigate that? Because I would snap.
Yeah, and it never looks good. I've noticed, there are those folks who, come out and sorry, I'm jiggling this. It's just,
That's okay.
um,
It's your excitement. You're excited.
yeah. There are those folks that come out and they say, you know what, so and so stole my idea. But you know what ends up happening to them? People always end up commenting, even if they did, cry baby, shut up, or they don't care anyways. And then they disappear or get like a cease and desist. So I'm like, there's no point. I know what happened, but
Right.
I don't want to completely come out and accuse, I guess.
I get because we have a lot of people close to us that say, "Oh, you guys, we know who did what when. Take pride in it. You guys are great, etc., etc., etc." So, Lauren, expect like on Facebook, probably like 50 people who I'm mutual friends with to start saying, "Hi, would you like to be on my podcast?"
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I got one earlier for like a haunted show, but I don't know. That was through my email, so I don't know, but it's like a haunted.
Now
one?
that
That's-
sounds cool. That's
Yeah.
that would be different from us.
Or is it
But-
Austin's? Maybe it's Austin's program.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. See, but he's okay. Like we talk to each other and like, hey, I got this one. Here's the information, help and vice versa. People like
I
that
like
are all right. It's the people that just do it, and you're like, yeah, they were on my show last week. Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah. Not information directly. Like we don't, give out our people information. It's just
Right. Just
Yeah.
like the contact,
Somehow
same
they- I
contact
mean,
we use. Yeah.
It actually helps though, because so I'm doing the artist. I was going to dress up like a wizard because I have my wizard outfit here, but
oh,
You could
I
have.
love that.
Next time you're on, it's happening.
We love
Yes.
dressing up.
I just needed my wallpaper because there's a certain aesthetic that would look better with that outfit and it needs to get tailored. But I have the artist outcome, and podcasts are really popular for artists these days because it's the only way really they're going to get their word out. I mean, unless they release a music video every couple
And
weeks.
if I may cut that off for a second, you're getting your word out on your terms.
Yes,
There's no regulation. This is you telling us exactly what you want us to know. That's what we love about this.
absolutely. And I've been, I've done media before where it's either scripted, but lately I love the podcast because you can share your point of views. And I've noticed with, nowadays people, they want to know what you're about. Like, they like your music, they like your acting, but they want to know, like, what's this person about? Do I resonate with them? And I think that with the artist outcome, I'm going to be making a roster of, podcasts that artists can go on and just really kind of get their voice heard, get their work, shown. And and just a free community resource. So the artist outcome is the nonprofit. So everything that goes into it is just to promote artists and upcoming shows like in the area, and just like how to really feel and be seen in the industry and yeah. Couple
Excellent.
reaction
Hopefully-
videos.
Amazing.
Hopefully you like what's going on here tonight to pass the word along to people and put
Oh.
us on that list because we love doing this. And other than bands, like former bands, Todd is in a band. He's been on our show. He's played at one of our shows. And like they keep coming back because they know it's like a community where everybody can just kind of let
Agreed.
loose and be themselves. I love that. Thank you.
Oh yeah, and I really like with certain podcast communities where they have the people that come on and then they kind of go on the other ones that are in the community because people know what they're about. I can't count the times that I've watched interviews of an artist where they go on a show and they said, I didn't really know much about this podcast or something, or this interviewer, but it seemed like the interviewer, I think Cardi B said something where she didn't want to do interviews with certain things anymore because they were trying to pick and
Sure,
really,
absolutely.
yeah. And she
And
was kind of
cut
upset.
and change. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
cutting. They cut up the clips or something, and she's like, I'm
Wow.
tired of this. So
Mm.
yeah, so it's nice to have communities because you're like, all right, I know there's like a referral, like a reference, a
Sure.
point of reference.
If
Yeah,
Cardi
and
B is out there, we don't chop up. Go ahead, Joe.
oh no, I was just saying I've seen Cardi B interviews and she just seems like such a cool guest. That's why I go back and I try to watch interviews because I just want to know their demeanor and how they're going to be, and maybe if we have to like I don't know, we not that we change much, but just
Mhm.
like know the direction of how we can go, because our main goal is just for the guests to promote their products, their self, their music, and
Yeah,
then play their songs as well. Like that's what we like
yeah.
to
You
do.
guys
So
give them a platform. I love that.
try.
Certainly what we're after. We definitely do try. And like I said, just playing your music. We played the
Mhm.
song earlier. We'll play one after you go.
Oh, you
Tell
played
us.
Let It Go?
Yeah,
Hmm.
we played Let It Go. We played it earlier, and then we're going to play another song after you go. After you go, because it's. But we love that. We just love sharing music. I'm always like, man, this is just so great because there's so much talent out there. Um, but you're into other things, acting and writing and sacred sexuality is a term you use, and just things that you're all about. How do you
Mhm.
fit all this into one lifestyle? Is there something that definitely sticks out from the rest? Do you have like a calendar that plans out when you're going to be a
Yeah.
certain person? Because that's, it's all over the place in a good
I'm a
way, though.
Renaissance woman, Jeff. um, well, I think it actually started. So I did acting before. So I did modeling and acting with Playboy TV. That's kind of how I got my start in the industry. I was with Playboy for a few years. Um, I ended up, I was a dancer at the time, but I ended up working at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch here in Carson City, which is a legal brothel in Nevada. I was in the adult entertainment, industry where I did the OnlyFans. I did the, adult film, just on my own accord, not through a company.
Right.
But there was, when I had my health issue with the MS and everything, and it kind of hit me pretty hard. I really began to evaluate, my myself, and like I'm just like, wow, I'm doing so much. I found myself very performative, in a very performative state. Like I felt if I didn't perform, then people wouldn't love me or they wouldn't accept me. I felt that way in sex. I felt that way in life. I felt that way everywhere I went in relationships. Um, and when I lost my ability for some time to really my mobility into a degree, that's when the dark night of the soul happened. And I discovered some videos from a past friend. She has passed on, but she was a yogi. She was a sex guru, and her name was Salma Zadora. And I'd met her on Playboy, and she was into Tantra at the time, was trying to tell me about it, but I was too young to grasp the concept. I was like 22. And, that was I wasn't super focused on that, but I came across some of her videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this tantra and walk this path and see if it's for me. Flash forward a year and a half later, I went to some retreats, some tantric retreats, and I found some great teachers, and I really went inside, and I don't want to say I healed myself, but I began that process. And I now am studying I'm like looking up on there, but I'm really into human rights, and my mom wants me to study hypnotherapy, and I'm studying psychology, just kind of
Nice.
on my own, but I think I'm going to be going to a hypnotherapy school very soon. Um, and it's not performative here. I feel like all of it kind of intertwines together with the music, with the work here. I feel I need to work on embodying everything. So, and what I found is a lot of the tantric facilitators or practitioners, they were, I guess they did hypnotherapy as well. Like they were licensed hypnotherapists, EDMR, if I'm saying that correctly. And I love that. I would love to, as an artist, help people kind of through music, maybe work through their traumas. But, I feel like I always want to solve the world's problems. And I just sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'll solve my own first. But yeah, I mean, I ended up getting really involved. Like I became kind of a minimalist where I got rid of a ton of stuff, and that felt great. But I wouldn't have done that if it weren't for the tantric route. I do yoga now.
That's my favorite thing, to get rid. I have an obsession with like throwing things away. Like I feel so good after that. Like maybe I should become a minimalist, because
Yeah.
it's just like a release. But that's really interesting how like the hypnotherapy can maybe add to the music, or just like give you different elements. Or I know you're studying with different people, like just even like sound therapy going with music. That has to be a different level of fulfillment too. Having the music
Yeah.
actually mean something to like really
That's
personal to you.
that's exactly it. I was just like, I could make music for me in a sense where I want to just release my emotions, and I want to oh yeah, I like that. Music really, it was my therapy. I feel the reason why I want to be a musician, or at least like an artist, is because I listened to so much music and it got me through the hardest times in my life. And I listened to it for free. I didn't have money. Being a college kid, or even just being a kid in general, I would go online, I would listen to music. And now I feel like I've consumed so much of it that I'm like, all right, it's my turn. I need to make something really good that people can listen to, where I like pay it back. And I think that I'm still growing as a person and as an artist. So I wish I could, me and my manager have this talk all the time, where it's like, I wish I could just be this already prepackaged, know who I am person. Like the philosopher's stone of artists, like just know everything. But I think that I'll always be in a state of becoming something. But I really wanted, like you said, with all of the things that I had going on, I have narrowed it down to what I feel like are my core, like I believe in this and I want to promote this. Because there is performative, we've seen it before with entertainment. It's where people, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to wear this hat, and I'm going to be a construction worker, and I'm going to also be a baker, and, be a YouTuber, and getting back to our center and our own sovereignty, and be like, okay, what are like 5 things that I really love that can be a part of myself, but my brand as well.
That's pretty amazing. The funny thing is, and me and Joel always talk before the show. So before the show, we even went on air. I said to Joel, this half hour, because we usually ask for a half hour. This half hour is going to fly by, because she has so many directions of things that she does and is passionate about. And it did, like, it's 35 minutes, like, streaked right past, and there's still so much more to know. And it makes me, of course, want to invite you back, because I think you're wonderful, and I get a good inspiration from your desires, and a lot of your message is our message. Give everything a chance. Go out and be creative. I absolutely love it. And, of course, we wish you luck on the rock opera and the theater, and hoping you can get that for you as well. You can find Lauren Rosas, everybody out there, Facebook at Lauren Rosas, Instagram, the best Instagram name on the planet, Jewel, Guns and Rosas, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, of course, Lauren Rosas. And I got to tell you, Jewel, this was maybe the fastest ever. It went by so quick, and we get nervous because Beatrice like, oh, this one, that one. This one, you do the research, like, okay, we can approach this in a lot of different ways, and then we approach it in our normal way. Just 3 people hanging out, talking about life, and talking about what gets you going. And you were perfect. I appreciate it so very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys, and I'm just so excited to be a part of this. And yeah, I'd love to come back. And I'm putting the Artist Outcome roster up pretty soon, and it's pretty much just going to have a little clip of like us up there, but it'll show artists like, hey, I've been here before. This is good.
Yeah.
Like, explore it if they want to.
We love that.
Really
We're
cool.
definitely,
It's
we're
like
definitely.
it's almost like
yeah,
a
go
Yelp
ahead.
review for a podcast too. Like,
Yeah, sure.
all right, they're approved.
Yeah.
They're Rosas approved.
Yeah,
we need
well,
that
what
as
else is
well.
approved? Yeah.
We need that as well as the artists, push and support your local podcasts, push and support your local artists, because there's people out there who are just, more than music. They're a lifestyle, if you will. And that is what I find in you, Lauren Rosas. Like, it is like a lifestyle, being
Yeah.
in your world and listening to your music. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, we're going to talk to Beatrice and do this again real soon. We loved it. Thank you so much. Have a great night, and we'll be in touch very soon.
Thank
so
you
much.
guys.
Great
Bye-bye.
night.
Lauren Rosas and Jewel, as I always say, because you know me, I get geeked and talking to people that are entertainers. I say, oh, you're a rock star. You're just that. You get on stage or you perform, you create, you write, all that, and it gets somewhere. To me, that's a rock star. I didn't know tonight where Lauren, I mean, you watched the past interviews. I like to come in a little dry and say, okay, let's surprise me or me surprise myself. Charming, very smart, well diverse in all things in life. Awesome. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and I think we can all learn from her to be a forever student and just
I like
always
that.
work on
Yeah.
ourselves. Because, there's too many times I feel like stagnant, like, all right, you got to switch it up. You got to do something else. Like, and I appreciate that. And sometimes, and I love talking to guests, just like Amisha Johnson comes here and inspires me. Like Lauren did the same thing tonight. Like I get inspired and it makes me want to try and work harder. And there's always work to be done. And the more you work on yourself, the more fulfilled you are. Why is this turning into like
No, but it's great though. And the thing that I love, Jewel, and I seen her in the emojis a few minutes ago, a heart, of course, from Beatrice Kimmel. And Beatrice always starts the awesome contact with, here's someone I think you'll love, or here's someone I think you'll want to have on it. Not, yeah, here's a client of mine, what can you do? Or, yeah, this person does this and that. She starts off with a gracious, here's someone I think you enjoy. And she's always right. Like I was nervous about Lauren because she had so much going on. I'm like, man, I hope I get the right questions. You didn't need the right questions. She was answering and questioning in all the right direction. Perfect. Beatrice, as always.
Beatrice never misses. And yeah, now by this this time, she knows who we are and how we handle interviews. So we love Beatrice, much appreciate it, and
Very much.
yeah, we just love.
She was even a guest on the show. That's how much we love her, and that was a
She's
great.
amazing.
I know how our opinions differ on watching past episodes, and the last couple nights when I'm off or home, I watch all of them, and I'm just digging the patterns of people, like the people we find, people that are local, the people Beatrice find. They're all great. They all have their own little different things to say and directions to take things, and incredible. So fortunate.
I know they always, no matter how much you research, like nothing is like a live interview, especially when you can see them. Obviously, we used to be audio, but to just to see them in their element, doing what they love and talking about their projects it's exciting to us. So, and we had
Agreed.
celebrities dropping in saying what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. They know where it's at. A name, and I picked the names for a reason, and we don't like to ever single anyone out, but two people came to mind when I think about our past. And I'm going to go off topic. We got topics on them. I'm kind of like, we'll get back to them because I'm going to go off path a little bit here. Two names through the years that have kind of meant something to me, like, wow, I can't believe it, or wow, I can't believe I actually found a connection to talk to these people, etc. Bear Reigns in the house. What is up, brother? When Jewel first said to me, Troy David Henderson, Aunt Mary Pat, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this is all about. Because Jewel, like I said, has certain things that she blows me away with knowledge-wise. I'm like, okay, let me see. And I watch, and I start laughing. I'm like, that's pretty good. And you see it becoming an instant sensation that tens of thousands of people are watching it. And you're like, wow, this guy's got something going on. Next thing you know, Jewel's like, okay, we got him. And first time was all audio. One of the times it was at our short run live studio where he sat right next to us. And I was blown away. Making here's a guy with a great niche that people love. Tons of people go to see him. Jewel found him, loves him, reached out, he came on. That was awesome to me. And the second one, it might sound a little different. Might sound a little more man-minded, but Fallon Vendetta. Now here I saw Fallon in this movie where she looked beautiful. She was a bit actress and looked great in the movie. And I looked it up because I know it was a Philly movie, and I found her through certain connections. I'm like, I love this woman. So I started looking at her projects, and she's big in horror and in tattoos and modeling. And then she made her own movie, Suck to Suck. And I'm like, yeah, let's bring her out. And it was great talking to her. And, of course, Misha Johnson, Jewel, is massive because that's just a person. That is a person, even before the time of podcasting, I adore him. Like, I would do anything to just sit and talk with this woman because she always puts me in this great state. So people like that, I don't know if you have any that come to mind, but like those three, I mean, all of them, 200 and some odd people always move me, but different ways.
I always bring up Misha. I mean, that woman can bring me to tears. Troy is amazing, and I just love seeing his journey because, again, he's so multi-talented, has so many different things going on, and he's local. And, we found him, came upon him early, when he just started becoming popular.
We were his first podcast.
We were.
First.
And, yeah, it's just cool. Like, I mean, Gail is another huge one. She was Taylor Gail back in the day. There's just too many to name. I mean, I'm all-time ultimate fan of Jen Peg. She's just incredible. You talk about wedding songs. I wanted this girl to like sing in my wedding. Like, she's just insanely talented. So, but yeah, too many to name. Josh Server, Jamie Kennedy, just like Hell Sparks.
That's it. When I watch through them, I do watch the birthday surprises. And man, Jamie Kennedy's was a little bit of an audio issue. Still love him for it. We love Alyssa Mai for bringing it to us.
Oh, Alyssa.
And that one blew you away. But Josh's was just, Josh and Misha were just brilliant as surprises. They both bought the program 100%. These two superstar people wanted and let you know they wanted nothing more and be flattered by nothing more than present themselves on our birthdays. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Made our birthdays, so.
And I mean, like right off the bat from Josh's PR people said, just spoke to Josh. I mean, within like a half hour, spoke to Josh. He would love to do it. Thinks it's perfect. I'm like, wow. I know. Isn't he great?
Him. It's crazy because he's probably getting offers after that big expose. Yeah, crazy.
It's a big expose. We kind of really didn't line up to touch on it because there's.
It's all right. We don't have to. It's just
certain
become
ways you have to
topic
things.
Of things these days. All that. Josh is from all that. So you don't know.
You may have heard of Nickelodeon in the last few days.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that you've heard the last few days over and over again. And of course, March Madness is one. My pool's a disaster. Still got UConn hanging on.
Who do you have?
I got UConn and I had Kentucky. So I'm in
like win everything? I don't know.
I had UConn to win it all.
Okay.
I had UConn win it all.
I heard Purdue is where to go.
Purdue is very good. They got a good team. Like I said, Kentucky got sent packing real quick. It was embarrassing. Let's not go down Nickelodeon. No, we're not going to go. We're done now.
Oh, no. Yeah. We got to lift our spirits. We're going to
lift our spirits right here with some happies. And happy birthday to two fantastic people that we've run to love on the O Show. Of course, when we did the episode, we didn't have her, but we did have The Galaxy Has Eyes. And happy birthday to Miss Kyra Dawn Wagler. Happy birthday to her. She's getting married soon. Birthday, a super cool band. I love her because you think of
they're
like
coming soon too. When are they coming?
I got to check the date. They are coming again soon, coming around, and they do play.
Not good.
A lot of, they're really good. You see like a punk rocker almost like, oh, she looks like this, and man, she's like half naked, blah, blah. But she's just like a super cool person. Everything she does is awesome. I love her.
Beast.
She is a beast. And early on in the beginning, Jewel wouldn't quite be the same without the essential duo. So happy birthday yesterday, our man Keith Garner. We love Keith. Him and Joey were hilarious on our program. I watched that one. We had a blast. They were laughing. We were laughing. Again, like four buddies just kind of hanging around, and we had fun with them. And way back when, to the Bucks County Food Drive, you remember they They would go to hospital parking lots and mall parking lots during the pandemic, during the real shutdown when nothing was going on, and people had to be essentially at work. They were going on the road, and I asked them about the food drives. You know, we got 2 stops to make, but during one of the stops, we'll do it from our phone. Say hello to you guys. So thank you again, Keith and Joey. We love you guys. Awesome. Happy birthday.
Isn't it crazy that was 4 years ago?
Right? God.
It's when I moved in this place. This is the longest I've lived ever in a place
I,
as an
I,
adult.
I kind of noticed that, not in a bad way.
I know. I was like a nomad before.
90% what, loses or wins?
You know, I didn't. Is that good?
Wow. I mean, 90, I assume he means 98% wins, which is crazy
Yay,
good.
I
That's
think.
wild.
I don't know. Dude, I think watching the girls is a hell of a lot more entertaining than watching the boys.
I do like Caitlin Clark, and I know that makes
She's
there's
freeze.
2
I'm not
different
even
sides.
talking about
She's
her team
great.
though. Like just watching these girls and all they do is shoot threes. I'm like, damn.
Caitlin
It's
Clark
crazy.
is really good. Like,
Mhm.
despite all that controversy of last year and she's a great ball player. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she is. Can't be beat.
Let's go on to enjoy. I hope you got us this week because I've grown to love this little piece, and I did it last week without you, but I'll come back. And just to prove how I want to do this, I'm doing it on the fly. I didn't write anything down. It is the 30-day song challenge.
Okay.
Our good friend Christy found this and put it on her page, and I started to look at it. I guess definitely something for me and Jewel because we're fly by the seat of your pants music people who love all different stuff. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So the 30-day challenge this week, Jewel, we have numbers 19 through 13. We will start off at the bottom once I find the list. Here we go. Let's start at 13. We'll go 13 and down. And it is a song from the 70s. Joel.
Oh.
Sorry.
Whew. I feel like I'm in class.
Miss TT.
This is 70s. I'll go with Hurdy Gurdy Man by Donovan. I love Donovan so much.
That's a good one. Songs, there's so many. I think the other day, and I said I wouldn't go with the repeat, but I kind of love it because
Doors.
right. Like this song is its second time around for me on these lists, and it's "Rock and Roll Night" by Kiss. Because again, grew up a Kiss fans. One of the first bands I knew. My brothers were massive Kiss fans. Rock and Roll Night was like the first anthem, and it made me think like I love this rock and roll stuff. And they wore makeup and costumes. They were so different. But it was still music, and a lot of people, like nowadays, like, man, that makeup stuff was corny. Maybe, but back then, Jewel, that was like my beginning of music. Kiss, Rock and Roll Night, a song from the 1970s.
I should have maybe picked a John Denver one, but
You could have.
that'll be saved for something else.
Absolutely, because we have a song that makes you think about life, and I know what I did last week, and I think I'm going to stick with that one last week.
What is it?
It just slipped my mind. Oh, What a Wonderful World. And either version, like the Ramones do a pretty cool version of the latest video, and of course the original. And, you think like there's so many, I'll say it. Oh, Carry On Wayward Son. That's good. There's so much beauty in the world and things to love and the simple pleasures that honestly, in this day and age, Joel, more people have to take time to embrace the simplest of pleasure. And I think if I could rewrite the words to this day, a can of beer, my wife's giggle, the lick of a dog, I mean, just simple stuff. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. You could put anything in there and, it's, woo, sorry, but wow.
That's it. You know what that was
yeah.
really true for too? When we couldn't go outside. I'm like, I just want to sit outside and drink a beer and
Yeah.
like smell the roses. And we couldn't do that or like hug our family. It was like really just horrible. And you think people would remember that time of not being able to do those things and be nicer. So I appreciate that one.
How about you? How about a song that makes you think about life? Because that one, I mean, it's strong, but I'm sure there's plenty.
So yeah, I was talking about like a peppy, upbeat song that makes me cry every time, but Time to Pretend by MGMT.
Wow.
You know? Does that not make it? I miss my dog and my home and my brother and my sister, and it's a lot.
This is going to
damn
be a
it.
tough one tonight. Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough, but it's
But what
also
was like a
good.
catchy, upbeat stuff? So
Yeah.
you're like, I'm crying now. Okay.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Songs from 1971, and
What?
I mean,
Did we
song
already
from
do
the
that?
year, song from the
Oh.
year you were born.
Oh,
So-
71. So yours is.
So 71 was me,
Mm.
and there's a few, and I'll name like the honorary mentions. Bang a Gong by T-Rex. Did it all. Bang. It was remade by Power Station. I love that song. Love Hurts by
Fun.
Nazareth. That's a goodie.
Oh,
And then
dude.
there's
Bear, really quickly, Zoe Deschanel and Steven Spielberg's daughter do a version of that, of Love Hurts. Oh, YouTube. Go look at it right now.
I love Zoe Deschanel so very
Dude,
much.
her singing Love Hurts. I actually have to listen to that tonight.
Then there's She's a Lady by Tom Jones.
She's a lady.
Boom, boom, 1971. But I'm gonna say this one, and everybody's like, yeah, but that's Jules. Kind of why I'm doing it, because forevermore, till the end of time, Jewel, this song will now and forever remind me of you. The 1971 John Denver classic, "Take Me Home." Country
Yeah.
Roads. Forever, that song will remind me of you, and to me, that's
Woo.
beautiful because I think of the show and what we do and our friendship. And I hear that song, I'm like, it little tear because it's all about you, and it makes me think of you. And that's my new 1971. God, did
That's
I?
amazing. That's a great one. Oh, you're lucky with that good year and that good song.
Yeah, right?
And Lana just came out with a cover of that. Amazing.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm just looking at 1987 songs. Holy
wow.
crap, I don't have a lot to choose from. But I want to dance with somebody. I'm so sick of that song. I can't even. And also, Never Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley. They are not my.
No, okay. all
My
right.
pick will be not on this list. But it's Tunnel Love. Tunnel Love came out
Oh,
87.
all right.
So that was all these.
Wasn't I
cool
just
album
singing
for
that
me.
a second ago?
You were. Weird.
Wow. The
Weird.
irony. Spooky shit. That's when you got that same brain connect. The next one is So Darn Easy. 1987 was a great year. Hit us with a song from 1987, JD, and we'll fit it in. But Jewel, this next one is So Darn Easy. It's almost laughable. And I lost it. Oh, there we go. A song you'd sing a duet to at karaoke.
Are we going with this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's Love Shack. Yeah, how easy is that?
Oh.
Right, that was the inaugural night. I forget. Did I sing with you or Cassie? I sang Love Shack with Sunday, the first night me and
We were
Jewel
your
met.
backup.
Really? Wow. See, that meant to be when she's like, good, this guy sings worse than me.
I didn't even know it. Like, of course you know the song, but you don't really like know the word. I
Right.
know Rock Lobster more than I know Love Shack.
Great song, though, but I actually know most of Love Shack. But I love Rock Lobster.
Lobster.
Is that your duet song at the karaoke?
No, that's not a duet. I'm trying to think of a good one. Damn, me and Duck do this all the time, and we do just duets. And sometimes we'll just make a song a duet. We do a lot of. There's this one. It's LSD, but it's Sia and Labyrinth,
Okay. Yeah.
and they do a great duet. A couple of great duets. Islands in the Stream is always fun,
That's a goodie. All right. Bit.
and there's so many. I have so many karaoke
And,
songs.
And I'm not a big fan of that Ghetto Superstar, but I like the fact that it's set to Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
knew that because I've recently said that. And I'm like, get a superstar. And they're like, what? Didn't we just have it? I swear it's like a Mandela effect. Like no one remembers Maya anymore.
Wow.
she didn't
You're
give
right.
in.
You said that. Yeah.
Weird.
She was hot. I loved her.
She's
Islands in
great.
the Stream.
Get
That
a
is what we are.
superstar.
See, it's exact. We don't even sound alike or anything. That sounds like it is the exact song. Wow. a song you like that's a cover from another artist. And I went with one that people are like, oh, you really don't love that song. Maybe I don't. But the fact that the cover did what it did for the artist, and the original was a major artist, because Prince. And then Sinead O'Connor took nothing in
Yep.
comparison to you. Are you kidding me? Talk
I
about
mean,
a major talent whose song was made better by somebody new that was kind of groundbreaking. Wow.
well, Dolly Parton and Whitney Houston.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you.
That's a good just list to
Yeah.
have.
Wow.
Because also Bruce wrote "That's the Night Belongs to Lovers."
Oh, because the night
Yeah,
belongs to. Yeah, that was.
He wrote that, but he didn't become famous off that. The other band did.
Was it Carly Simon? I know it was 10,000 Maniacs.
There you go.
Yes. Wow.
Was
it? Because the night was 10,000 Maniacs, because they did the Unplugged, and her version of it actually like blew up, kind of like "The Man Who Sold the World" by Nirvana. It's a David Bowie song.
Great
but
one.
Right.
Yes.
And that's didn't even mean to go category, but got to go category. Like everybody's like, and he says in the end that was a David Bowie song. And everybody's like, that was a David Bowie song, and it's so different. But Kurt and Nirvana that night, Joel, it was theirs. Owned it.
That is like always on my playlist. Man Who Sold the World.
Great song.
Yeah, and Johnny Cash, Hurt. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people grew to love that, and I like my buddies that were into like the country and classic country, and I'm like, yeah, my man Trent Reznor, and like, huh? I'm like, yeah, Nine Inch Nails. Like, Nine Inch Nails what? I'm like, this song, are you kidding me?
Yo, I didn't know about this whole wagon wheel debacle. Like,
Yeah, what's going on now? Because it all started with "I Want to Be With You," with "Tangled Up in Blue" and "Put on a Little Dylan" and "Shuffled Up to Italy" with like that lawsuit. So what is the wagon wheel thing? So I'm a little behind on it.
I don't know the full story. I was trying to catch up, but I know Old Crow Medicine Show came out with the song.
Yeah.
What's his name? Hootie.
Hootie,
Darius
Darius Rucker.
He made a
Hootie.
version. But
Poor
Old Crow
guy's always
Medicine
Hootie.
Show, I had these country friends from college, and they showed me the song, and I'm like, I never heard of this Old Crow Medicine Show, and that became like our anthem. But apparently he was in, or there was like a tape of him, so he's a technical co-writer on the song. Dylan.
Wow. God, they got Dylan again.
Oh, no.
I mean, hats off to have a musical legend, right, to follow with. And Bowie to me, Dylan to me is, I think everybody in some capacity likes a type of Dylan. Because let's face it, I mean, the other classic, Tangled Up in Blue and...
Like Rolling Stone?
Like a Rolling Stone. Like a Rolling Stone and Tangled Up in Blue are songs that a guy like me, metal fan, my metal friends, my rock friends, it comes on. One of them come on and we all do the same thing. We all go, you turn it up.
Yeah.
Because there's just something about them.
Yeah. Like Rolling Stone is such a...
It's a great song.
Yeah, party song.
And you want to talk about a message. It's deep, and it's giving this great message. But it's also like if you're at the party with your buds, having a couple of beers, it's like 11 at night, and it comes on, you're like, yeah.
Bill, the Bill. And everyone's like...
Right, you're all rocking your head, you're imitating Dylan, like, you're not even thinking of the message, but if it's like 6 o'clock, and you're sober, and you're with a friend or two, and it comes on, you're like... That song's got it all. That is a great one because that song has all the emotions, has all the feels, as the kids say.
You know what's another one like that? So the band The Hollies back in the 70s, they came out with The Air That I Breathe. Creep was sued by the Hollies. Radiohead was sued by the Hollies for Creep. And then years later, like a few years ago, Lana came out with a song called Get Free, and she was sued by Radiohead for being too similar to Creep, but Creep was originally sued by the Hollies for being too similar to The Air That I Breathe. And when I hear the song, I mean, it's such a mix of like what is going on. It's like, yeah, I guess some Because
Wow.
usually I could pick it out. I'm like, all right, this song sounds like this, and I'll like, but it's just wild. It's like,
Yeah.
like Lauren said tonight, it's like everyone is influenced by each other.
Wow, that's man. Phew.
It's a mess.
We have. Did we do song you'd like played at your wedding?
Nope.
All right, so how did I skip that one? How about a song you'd like played at your wedding?
Well, we went on a tangent. It's fine.
We did, and I'll repeat it. I used last week's because my wife, knowing how I was even before we really got this deep into this, she'll know that I'm a person who adores music of all types. So she's like, let's have a rock themed wedding. I'm like, huh? She says, yeah, we'll do a rock themed wedding. We got the poster up there. It's a music poster with a big guitar on it. That was a sign-in board instead of some regular piece of board. People signed the poster. Our table number things were old 45 records. Our invitations were tickets, like concert tickets. So really cool. So we had the fast song and we came out to Welcome to the Jungle and we did jump around for our first dance thing with the bridal party. But then when it came time to our dance, we really fought tough for a song, and I always loved the Beach Boys. And it was, they were like, nah, those songs aren't right. So it turned out to be Without You by Motley Crue was our first dance song. And it's beautiful because, like I said, for me, it's a little bit of metal, a little bit of rock, but it meant so much to me. The words were perfect, and I started singing them. And, of course, you're crying out there. I'm sorry. You're crying out there. And I'm crying singing this song. And a lot of people are like, that's not going to work. It's metal or it's hard rock. And I'm like, it works for me. And goddamn, it worked for her. So, yeah,
Yeah.
wow. And, man, I am destined to cry tonight.
And that's how it should be. Like, it should be so uniquely you and
Yes.
us, and this is the moment. Yeah, I
It
had one
comes
planned
on.
at one point, but that
It comes on, and we just kind of stop everything and turn it up, and we do a little handhold when it comes on, the shuffle.
there's nothing worse than a bad DJ at a wedding too. It's like, oh,
Amen. We had a great
just
one.
ruin it. You
My
just,
man, DJ
really-
Spriggs, Unbreakable
there you
Entertainment.
go.
Do you have one you want to play? I know you.
I haven't thought about it. But I wanted Jen Peg to sing Can't Help Falling in Love with You. I thought that would have been the coolest
Wow.
fucking thing ever. But also for my first dance, I wanted, well, it was planned that it was going to be like You're All I Need, and then go into the Method Man, Mary J. Blige, You're All I Need. I'm like, that'd be
Wow.
cool. First,
That's pretty cool.
different, right? You know, hip
Yeah.
hop, but whatever. But Jen Peg singing Can't Help. Like, I still pray for that day.
Birthdays always come up. Maybe she'll pop on
Yeah.
and sing a rendition for us.
Maybe
Wow.
Jen will marry me. That's fine.
There you go. That's great. You'd be winning. She's super talented. She's beautiful, the whole 9 yards. So that's it. That's our list from this week. Next week we'll come back with more, and I really do.
I never
enjoy it.
did. I never did my cover. We went like, woo. I never did my cover.
Oh, you didn't? No, go ahead. I thought you did. I thought you threw in it. No, well, that's it. Cover a song you like that's a cover from another artist.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do Tori Amos's version of Creep because that's insane.
That's good. That
Insane.
is so good and so probably not even known about. That's a good one.
And
Yeah.
also Chris Cornell, thank you. Led Zeppelin cover. Oh, it's so good. Can't be matched. He also does Nothing Compares, but I kind of prefer Sinead.
I love a good cover too. And speaking of covers, and it's a moment to drop it in, so I'm going to drop it in again. I'm going to drop in real quick, Jewel, the Key Concert Series, of course, April 27th at the Fuse. It's my birthday as well. Key Concert Series, it's the Fuse. It's kind of like it's its actual own concert. It's not a bar or a bar scenery, and it's not cover bands, but they do some cover songs. And Jewel, Milo Sky does a version of Oasis's Cigarettes and Alcohol that will blow your mind, and I'm going to message them and ask them if they'll play it on that night. April 27th, Placid, the Grim Jacks, who do some good covers of Nirvana as well, Sour Station, Milo Sky. Jewel, when the show ends, if you get a chance, what happened?
I would love to hear them sing Where Did You Sleep Last Night? That'd be insane.
That's good.
They should close out the show with that.
They should, and I told you, like, when he played at the gym, everyone's like, oh my God, the bartender was like, that's Kurt Cobain.
It's a little Kurt Cobain.
It's a little Kurt, and it's awesome.
Talking to my cousin out in California, I'm like, pfft.
Oh my gosh, she was like,
What agents do you know, man? Because
right, give us somebody.
him.
The Cigarettes and Alcohol is one of my favorite songs, Oasis or not, because Oasis always weird out with the brother thing, but they did a cover of Phantom Power. First of all, like, we'll change back. We'll go back a little bit. When you're at a show and you're watching a band and they do a cover of a song you love, how freaking wild do you get?
I drop my phone and I scream.
Right. I scream. Like, and it doesn't matter who the band is, doesn't matter what the song is. Something about a cover you always get psyched for. So we're at Phantom Power, me and Cassie. We're watching Milo Sky do their thing. And he said, this is a cover. And he starts hitting the for Cigarettes and Alcohol. I think I fainted. I honestly do. And to make it even better, he came back at the end of the set with Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Like my two ultimate holy shit cover songs. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Whew.
Why did we think of that one? Remember we were trying to think of a song with alcohol or drugs?
Yeah, I did. I know. I think I did use that. I think I did use Cigarettes and Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure I did.
But man, yeah, there's nothing better though. It's like Manplay when they came out with like Dreamin' as their or Critical Mistakes when it came out with Black Sheep. I'm like,
oh man, love me some Critical
And it
Mistakes,
was Joey's song, like it was a 9-year-old song. I'm like, you just made this little girl's like whole life right now. Because her mother teaches her well. She's well rounded.
Of course. And like I said, and it's gonna sound like I'm being corny, but I'm not. I mean this sincerely. She's lucky to have somebody like you as a mom that's so in touch. So she stays in touch. Like your memories in life aren't 60 years ago when you're like, all right, you have to do this and that. You're like, yeah, man, like this was cool. And it's like still cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's very fortunate.
She's lucky to have my family too, because they're just so musical and they always have music playing. Like I think music's so important. My dad just said this because my little nephew's over for the week. He's so cute. Oh my god, he's 8 months old, but he's here and we've just been playing music for him all week. Like he soaks it up. You can see it in this little baby's face. Like they love it so much.
I've got when you get a chance, I have an electric drum set that was given to me by Q and his mother from Device. She put it on. She's like, I got an electric drum set. The kids don't play anymore. And I messaged her, like, Tiffany, I'd love to come get it. And it was like a 45-minute ride to the house. Didn't matter. I got to hang out with my favorite rock star, Q, from Device, who's just a metal god. His mom, who was just the most awesome person on earth. And I get to bring home this drum set. And I play and I stink. But it's just awesome.
That's so cool.
It is beyond cool. And like I said, you got to come over sometime and just jump on it. And
oh my god, yeah.
Man,
I want to buy like a rock band, like Rocksmith. Like these games are so fun.
I know, I love them. I still trust me. Like there's nights, not as much recently. But there was nights where she would go out, and I would drink some beers, and I'd put on like Guitar Hero and act like I'm at my own concert. I put a bandana on my head.
Hell yeah!
Turn it up. And I turn the lights down, and I'm playing like a jackass. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. I really do. It's crazy. I love. Oh my god, I'm
the same way with like a Zumba. Like I literally was going to be a Zumba instructor before I got pregnant.
Oh wow!
And then I like brought it back this week. I'm like, Joey, you should do this with me because she can dance. And I
believe that.
And I crank the music up. I'm like, let's Zumba, right? And it's just fun. It's just release.
Well, that's pretty good. That's so good. Like I said, your relationship is adorable with your daughter. It's a beautiful thing. You two are you're like a best friends, but you know where to draw the line of parenting and friendship. You do it right, absolutely, and you do it so well. Like even
Mm.
that night, we went over to High Stakes, and she came to listen to a little bit of music, and kind of like a friendly approach to, hey, what do you want to eat? What do you want to get? And then you straighten it, you get parenting, and then you end the night. But it's beautiful. I admire you for it. I think you do a wonderful job. And if nobody gives you enough credit, I'll knock on everybody's door and just tell them you are like that prototypical mom, like a great type of really knowing what their child wants, needs, etc.
Stop trying to make me cry tonight, Jeff. All right.
I'm like gonna cry myself. I'm crying just thinking about how awesome the two of you are together. And this time, no,
It's really tough.
even
I
like
appreciate
and
that. It just
and again, not to bring up, but there was a time where I showed up at an unfortunate event for your family, and I showed up, and she came out of the car, and just even as a little girl, just her handling of herself and her charm and her, I guess, her love for my respect for you, etc. It's pretty amazing. Like I said, that's work, but that's also great upbringing. It is.
it's crazy. Like I say this all the time. Even when she was little, though, like there's this like grace about her. I'm
Yeah.
just like in awe of her. And like, I don't know. I feel like I was a whiny crybaby when I was that age, but she's just like put together. And I'm like,
She's gonna be
I
one
didn't
of
do
those.
that.
She's gonna be one of the people that you don't give yourself credit. She's gonna be one of them people that are always situationally strong. People like that blow my
Yeah.
mind. What my wife says I
Yeah,
am.
mentally tough.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cassie's like that too. She's just got this like
Thank you. She would never admit
new
that. She
attitude. Oh my god.
does. She's got this right way, right place, right time kind of thing
Mm.
about her. And she says I do too. So maybe we feed off each other with that. We went this past Saturday or Sunday rather. Shout out to my dear friend Elena Brokus. Jewel, I'm telling you, Craft Hall on Delaware Avenue, a great brewery and music venue, had an awesome show. Atlanta did an awesome show. I seen a couple hot new bands that I want to get on the show, or bands that are new to me. I shot a Instagram video. I don't know if you saw it, of Swing and a Miss. Wow, it's so cool because this band Swing and a Miss gets a bunch of young girls. I don't know if they're girlfriends and their friends, etc. And they all rush to the front of the stage and they're all, ah! And they do the shriek. So Elena's like, yeah, they're kind of like the Beatles. Like they went to New York and one of the girls got a bus and all of them bust themselves up to New York and were, Elena said they're doing Beatles screams over this band because it's like the pop punk, cool, fast paced rock sound. Modern Yesterday was there. They're back, red hot. They're doing so many things great. We love them. And Basement Directive, of course, Kayla, who also sings with Twisted, was there. I love her. She always breaks my balls. She called me old. She loves to call me old. She called me Grandpa. Actually, when I got up on stage, I tried to get down. She's like, "You right there, Grandpa?" Jewel, you spend enough time hanging around me and Kayla, you realize how badly she busts my balls. But I kind of love it. I kind of think it's awesome.
Yeah. I keep up with these young kids. That's really funny. I thought that was Kayla.
Yes, she sings for Basement
Oh,
Directive too. Yeah.
she's insane.
She's great. She's such a talent. But I like the fact that we can get along and act like ourselves. And like, people are like, oh, you go see teenage bands. Isn't awkward? No, we find things to talk about. And of course, you talk with the parents also. And we talk about, the family from Modern Yesterday. I say it's all about, yeah, you see the talent, but in the end, get the parents and get to know them and befriend them. And of course, Steve Higgins, Twisted, like, they're great kids.
It's funny because it's like, I mean, when we go out to places, it's not like, oh, we're going to see like teenage band. No. This is just like who is up and coming. And
Right.
most of them happen to be teenagers. Like they're just
Right.
insanely talented. So of course, when they're, minors, we deal with the parents and, scheduling and booking and everything like that. But like this is the talent that's
Right.
in the area at this time. So it's not like because we just had on so many. So yeah, I mean, we follow the talent and we're going to do our best to promote it. And that way, we have to work with the parents and stuff. But Yeah, this is Philly, people. This is
Yeah, it's
who
legit.
is in.
Right, it's not just, oh, they're on the O show. Like, this is legit stuff. Like, we do the grind. And Atlanta said, you guys do the work. And, of course, SRR Promotions, like, no, doing the work to find these bands. And, again, it was like, that's this teenage band that Jeff loves. No, this is the young band that everybody
Yeah.
should be loving. From the
Get on
Twisted
board.
to the Bryn Athen. But we do it like Jules saying, I actually set a schedule. Like, okay, so Alien Ant Farm is coming to New Jersey with Kaleido. Now, of course, Christina Chris was on our show. I made a point like, wow, Alien Ant Farm, Kaleido, and buy tickets right now and mark it on my calendar. That's the same thing I do with, okay, the Grimjacks are here, mark it. Milo Sky's coming, mark it. Twisted's playing here, mark it. Bryn Athen's playing here, mark it. And I text Joy if you can. And it's any Strange Culture's playing here, mark it. It's not like, okay, the band I like's playing here, maybe I'll try to stop by. No, we're marking them. Like Jewel does in the inner city, like the deep city, which is tough sometimes. She's like, Bees, Moonroof, and trust me, we try. And even that night that I met Alex in the city, and I'm like, Alex, like, we love her. She's on the show. She's like such a force to me. And I met her in a unisex bathroom.
Yeah, how you doing?
Right. I even said, like, I can't believe this is how we're meeting. And she just laughed and kind of went with it. But yeah, so like I said, I set my calendar to those bands. Like you do. Like let's say back in the day with Jen Peg and Overwinter and My Rhythm and all of them. You set your calendar like, I'm going to see them because they're XYZ. And even the night that Sheena and Nosebleeds ended up at the brewery, the Chamonix Creek, I had no idea. I walked in, I'm like, holy shit, I know her. And my wife's like, never how? I'm like, that's friggin'
Shayna Powell.
that's Sheena Powell. Like right in front of me. Pretty cool.
You know Sheena Powell when you see Sheena Powell.
Oh yeah, and she was crushing it. The
That
voice.
was a crazy. I saw their show. Where was that? Bowery.
Oh wow,
was
that's
so damn cool. But yeah, I think you sent me one that was Stealing Society.
Yes.
No.
No.
6th Century. Who's May 1st? May 31st.
Ooh, I gotta get out my
Because I have Shannon and the Clams that night. I'm like, damn. But
that was Broken Goblet. And there was Zeke Sky with Strange Culture and somebody else. Zeke Sky has been around Philly a long time. He's a tremendous guitar player. Kind of like on a extra level. And he told Elena, he's like, I'm back. I'm going to play Goblet. I need some openers. And Elena's like, you're going to love this Strange Culture. And so he was sold for that. But there's in 6th Century, like I said, they had,
where's Broken Goblet?
Ben Salem.
Okay.
Very close.
Maybe I
Like-
can make it. I don't know. Maybe
Like,
I can
if
transfer.
you can, that'd be awesome. Like you said, 6th Century, and I saw Crooked Ways
Nice.
open for 6th Century. This band, ladies and gentlemen. Well, great. Now forget it. Anyway, these guys have already said they'll be on the Yo Show. They also are trying to play at the Key Concert Series. Intensely great. And they said, we just want to play, dude. We just want to play. Crooked Ways. And then, my dude here, Drew, he did a Wednesday night, so you did not get to him. But as they get more music out, we'll do it. A good pop punk band as well. Legend of
nice.
91. And he is a car salesman up at Faulkner Toyota. My
That's
dude
awesome.
Mitch. His band is cool. They're on, check out Legend of 91 if you haven't yet, Joel. Check it out. Definitely.
I did. I saw that show. It was great. Jealous all your t-shirts, man. I do have
I
my
got-
Bryn Athen. Did get that one.
It's a great one. I still have
Mhm.
my niece Bridget's one too. I love these guys. And speaking of which, Jewel, real quick, we'll do a up and coming because there's like a million things I still want to do tonight. And I'm probably gonna miss most of them. We still haven't played any music. I have music lined up from Key Concert Series bands, but we'll save it. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow night without a guest and just hang out here. Next week, next Tuesday on the show, Tuesday, April 2nd, a guest we had before, and she's got a great following, and a lot of people tuned in last time to check her out. Bella Kelly comes back April 2nd. New music, so we, of course, like to bring Bella back. She's so not like what you see in the music videos. She's got that cute little bubbly side of her. Love her, Bella Kelly. Wednesday, April 3rd is Little Miss Nasty. I apologize. I kind of wanted Jewel to be there for that because I'm going to be a wreck. But they said Wednesdays were their best bet for now. So Little Miss Nasty, April 3rd. So April 2nd is Bella Kelly. April 9th, we don't have booked yet. We're close. But April 16th, Jewel coming back to the show with new music and new stuff. Yeah, you see it right here. Bryn Athen comes back to the program on April the 16th. We're excited for that. And Tuesday, May 7th, Ronnie Schenk. Ronnie Schenk is from York, PA. He's a cool artist. We've been trying to get him on for a while. Finally got Ronnie to come on the program with us. And don't forget this June or July, the 300th episode comes up. May 17th, I'm going to share this for my dude Helmet. And one of my favorite bands, May 17th, the Femmes of Rock come to Parks Casino, the Excite Center. Second time I'll be seeing. This one's a great show. Femmes of Rock, our girl Nina Di Gregorio and friends playing classic rock music to violins. And we look real quick at our emojis. Todd Fry, of course, the Key Concert Series for thumb up. Thank you, fellas. Cassie Perry with the heart. Beatrice Kimmel, of course, with the heart. And our dudes from Beyond the Barrier. Got to meet those guys again at the show over at the Z-Lock with 6th Century. Great dudes. They do interviews on site. They're handicapped fellas that make their way to concerts, and nothing stops them, Jewel. I'm impressed.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it's such a good message to get out there too. We go. She's bugging me for sea monkeys. I'm sorry, but like
I want them.
I don't want sea monkeys. They're
I'll keep them in my room.
They're not what you think. They're not really sea monkeys.
they're gross. They're gross
They're
little
gross.
shrimp things.
They are gross little shrimp things. They're disgusting.
Yeah, but
There's-
who has to dispose of these supposed monkeys?
I
As
will.
me? No, you won't.
Yeah. Yay!
All right, you gotta earn your sea monkey. So tell the audience out there what to do with the Yo Show.
Go ahead. Oh,
No, you have to hold
Hit
it.
the subscribe button and turn on notifications and hit that like button in the face, but don't break your screen. And someone please buy me sea monkeys.
Shameless. 100% shameless. I adore you, Joey. We've watched you grow through the years, and you get better every time. Like every Joey segment of every show just gets better and better.
you know, you have a pet rock. Is that not enough?
It can't. Okay, first of all, at least sea monkeys move.
Yeah, because they're like microbes, bacteria,
Mom,
fungus. I don't even know what they are. What are they?
tiny shrimp. Duck told you this like the other day.
I don't want shrimp. I don't even eat shrimp.
Yes,
I'm
someone
so-
buy me that.
I'm so buying her one of these and sending it.
Gross.
Yeah, look at this one. It's like a
Whatever.
clear.
I'm
It's
gonna
on
send you
Amazon. It's a
money
clear
talking about
container
sea
with those
monkeys.
things.
You know, I got her a beta fish because I heard, you know, they last for like 20 years.
No. Why would you buy me something that lasts for 20 years?
But it didn't last like two months. This beta fish. I'm
No,
like,
no, it lasted like 3 months. It only died because we went to New York and
that's not
winter.
true. That's not true. I did not
Wow.
abandon any animal.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, we did.
It's not.
It's turned
You
into
had the air on and we went to New York and it was freezing cold.
what's that tabloid show? It's turned into TMZ.
No.
Buy me sea monkeys.
Oh, real quick! Oh my God, I almost forgot. We almost forgot to play. Lauren Rosas' second song. Damn it!
Can we close with that?
I was gonna close with something from some Up 24 because I love this new song. Segment on. But let's play it right now. Let's play "Beautiful" by Lauren Rosas. Maybe it'll change the mood of our pet murdering co-host.
Hey!
Hey, it's a good song. It's "Beautiful" by tonight's guest, Lauren Rosas. It's short. It's only a minute and 23 seconds. We'll put that on, say some goodbyes, and leave us some great songs right here on the Yo Show live Tuesday night. Be right back.
I wish I was that beautiful for you and pour me a drink that Crown Royal, won't you? I got the room spinning and I can't hold on, yeah. No, I can't hold hold on, yeah. 'Cause I got one side of me, the other side somebody else. Everybody laughs when you're drowning, and I'm going through hell. He's holding secrets, can't tell. Give you half free piece of me, but it'll put you through hell. Yeah, I'll put you through hell. I wish I was there.
Guys, Miss Lauren Rosas with beautiful, great song, and you can find her, of course, on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram is Guns and Rosas. I love it. Facebook, Lauren Rosas, Spotify, Apple Music, all that great stuff. Jewel Katie, a great evening. Let's play one song, and then we'll come back again and go. How about it? Because I want to get one of these key concert bands in here. How about it?
All right.
I was doing Milo Sky one real quick. Because I love Milo Sky and I also have to go to the bathroom. Memories in Space. Milo Sky, 3 minutes and 19 seconds. They'll be part of the Key Concert Series April 27th at the Fuge. We'll be back in 3 minutes on the Yo Show.
Those memories in space, the kind you can't replace, unless we do them again, unless we do them again. Those memories in space, you know I don't even wanna wait, but if we loosen our grip, we'll just tighten it. So baby, tiptoe, you know you don't even gotta tiptoe. When we move, it's like we're in slow-mo. I think I could see you with my eyes closed. Tongue-tied, every time I talk I get tongue-tied. Give me that look I can't deny. Hop in my machine, baby, all night. And once you know where we're gonna go, we won't sleep but like go to tonight. Those memories in space, the kind you can't replace, unless we do them again, unless we do them again. Those memories in space, you know I don't even wanna wait, but if we loosen our grip, we just tighten it. Riding on the stars in the evening, playing with the light in the morning. When we get where we're going, we'll be staring at the sun as it's dawning. And we'll stargaze every time we look in front of our face. Memories we'll never ever have to chase. Every single day we'll just remake. In a rocket ship, flying far away inside my rocket ship. All the best times, you know we're saving it. All the best times, you know we're saving it. And once you know where we're gonna go, we won't sleep but like go to tonight. Those memories in space, the kind you can't replace, unless we do them again, unless we do them again. Those memories in space, you know I don't even wanna wait, but if we loosen our grip, we just tighten it. Those memories in space, the kind you can't replace, unless we do them again, unless we do them again. Those memories in space, you know I don't even wanna wait, but if we loosen our grip, we just tighten it.
Jewel, the Key Concert Series takes place at the Fuge April 27th. Tickets are on sale now. KeyConcertSeries.ticketleap.com. Milo Sky, one of the bands that'll be involved in that awesome, awesome series. Great song right there by Milo Sky. I got to do this because my wife said you forgot. And I can't believe I forgot because this Saturday night we decided to take it low. And we're like, we're going to hang out in the house, have a couple of beers, and just kind of be us, just kind of hang out. So halfway through the night, I came up with this idea with a few beers. I mean, let's do the high experiment. So me and my wife, I put this thing out that says, I'm home with my wife. It's 9 o'clock at night. We want to see how many highs we can get. Just nice, simple high. And people are like, okay. And she's like, huh? I'm like, trust me, roll with it. We did the high experiment, and we just asked people, say hi to us. One of us. Maybe both of us. And at last tally, I had 77 to her 65. However, the 65, because we only counted one. Like one person said that was their one. Although the Circus Hearts and our man Chris Hernenko said hi to my wife probably about 67 times. It was like, Circus Hearts, Circus Hearts, Circus Hearts, Circus Hearts, Circus Hearts. And Cassie's like, well, it doesn't count. And he's like, I didn't hear any rules. And they showered my wife with highs. They're a great band. I love the Circus Hearts. And they were so fun about it. And they really got into it. I got no high from them, though. Thank you.
Don't you get enough, Jeff? Come on.
I got an Andrew James Blindner. Love you.
Oh.
Right. That was good. And, she's like, oh, all these musicians. Rah, 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 rah. That's Cassie's high, of
Follow
course.
a lot of people.
I do. And there's a lot of people that I love. And she's like, oh, you're going to win. But it was close. It was a tight matchup. And I got to recount it because you didn't finish the count. But I thought that was the count she sent me. And like I said, she's like, why are we doing this? But after a few minutes, you're like, okay, who's going to say hi? He doesn't deserve any highs tonight. Yeah, I went up there, during the song break, and she's like, didn't do the high contest. I'm like, yeah, I did. She's, you didn't. Like, she waited all night, but this was so random, but so fun. That's the kind of thing, like, Jewel, the way we do it on the show, the way I did it with Cassie, do random things you never even think of.
No, that's cool. But you know why you won? Do you know why you won? Because you are proactive in commenting on other people's stuff. So it makes them want to comment on your stuff. I mean, I know Cassie knows a ton of people as well, but you really like go out of your way to, and with the happy birthday shout outs and everything like that. Like sometimes I'll go to comment on someone's post and I never comment on anything.
Yeah.
But I'll see you comment it and I'm like, okay, well that kind of covers that covers me too. So
I'm good. Jesus Christ.
In a way, it kind of deters me from commenting on people though when I see that you have commented. So that's the only reason he won, Cass. Let's be real.
So the challenge is on, and I call out the challenge come April to Milo Sky, to Placid, to Sour Station, and my God, Milo Sky, Placid,
Grimjacks.
Jesus Christ. I laid a challenge out to you to be better than the Circus Hearts because my wife is obsessed with the fact that she found them, and she did, and she's obsessed with that. She's like, okay, Mr. Music Show. I found maybe the best band. Well, we got a lot of great bands, but they are awesome, and I give her hats off to her. Like I said, she's trying to learn guitar.
She loves getting into music. Whole Damn Mess too.
Yeah, she did. Whole Damn Mess was man. They were cool on the show too. I was rewatching that one too with the dude with the blue hair. He was really something. But the high experiment went great. We were close. They said Circus Hearts for her. That's why when she came on Orange, like, I love Ryan. It's all the hearts. Kept thinking of Chris and this whole little thing that was going on. I'm easily out of, any rock star comes to the door, I'm out. But it's fun. It was just something simple. And, we hung in the house and kind of had fun. And then Sunday, she went with me to that great show at Craft Hall, Future Stars show. It's absolutely awesome. She's a great supporter. She loves you. She loves me. She loves us, what we're doing. Of course, I got to give a shout out to the team at Comprehensive Chiropractic and Rehab. Sorry about that. Dr. Michael Chang, who's been a great sponsor to a lot of the things that we've been doing. And I love the hands. Yep, pretty much. She's awesome. We had a great weekend. And I love her for being a part of it, of course. I appreciate you, Jewel, as well. I appreciate everybody out there that watches. And I know we're running a little late tonight, but I kind of wanted to get a lot of stuff out. Don't forget, next week on the program, we're back here 8 o'clock with Bella Kelly. New music we'll talk about, and hopefully she's just as giddy as she was last time. She's great. And I remember a lot of people a lot of people came in and I said, "Oh, I came because I saw Bella Kelly." I'm like, wow, okay. Knuckles
She's
loves.
huge.
She is, and she's awesome. And that'll be next Tuesday night. No
And she
show
does
tomorrow
Wanda
night.
covers, which always.
Right. Yeah, I know you like that. No show tomorrow night. We're trying to get the Key Concert Series bands on to do some programs with us. So no Wednesday night show. We'll be back in a couple weeks on Wednesday with Jesus H. In a couple weeks, Little Miss Nasty on the program. Yes, this is man. Great group of ladies, burlesque dancing and metal and all that. A lot of fun. Oh, I almost forgot before we leave. I want to give a shout out to Kaylee Cox. Kelly is a local girl. She's one of the last remaining contestants, of course, in the Ink magazine contest. I got to find the link. I'm so sorry. Find the link real quick. We did like no topics. Anyway, inkmagazine.com/2024/Kaylee Cox. Give her a vote. She's one of the finalists or semifinalists, and she made a great run. Local girl, loving of tattoos, made a good run. Good luck, Kaylee. Promise you I would do that. And she said, if I win, I'm coming on the Yo Show.
There you go.
There you go. That makes it all worthwhile. Massive thanks to Lauren Rosas tonight for being our special guest. A big thank you to Beatrice Kimmel for helping us. A big thanks to Jewel Tatey. Welcome back, Jewel. It's been a couple weeks. I missed you. I love you. This was a great night.
I know, it was a great night. Glad to be here. Glad we went all over too because we needed to talk about things.
Yeah, you got to work in some overtime. We didn't talk about half the things we're supposed to talk about.
No.
We'll get into that. That's okay. I'm going to leave tonight. I know we do St. Rick's a lot. I'm going to leave tonight, Jewel, with a song from a band that has quickly become one of my absolute favorites. The band is called Up 24, and the song is Empty Page. And the reason why I'm leaving with this one, it reminds me of just how cool this band is, and our dude Cuthbert Twilley and his stage moves. And I'm like, you know what? And they're very appreciative. They love the fact we play their music. So that's it. We will see you next week. Oh, here we are. We'll see you next week. Jeff the Shark Perini, Jewel Tatey. Jewel, a parting word?
Be nice to people, man. Stop and smell the Rosas.
Stop. I like that. Stop and smell the Rosas. Let's, I forgot how to work this thing also. I forgot how to squeeze both me, Jewel, and the video into one screen. Is it that? No. That? No.
Oh
Again? Okay, your favorite. There it is. Wow. Up 24 with Empty Page. You're going to take us out. We'll see you next week. Have a great night. That's it. Have a great night. Up 24.
Bye.
Good night, Jewel.
I should have known this from the start. That until death do we part. A strange relationship we have, where I can give but not get back. I can play and play till my fingers bleed, but by the end of the day, there's still an empty page. I've seen your face before. A vacant place with no room to adore. fingers bleed. But by the end of the day, there's still an empty page. I know that you're going to see one side or the other of me. Let's hope it's got some groove and some bite. We've worked so hard to get it right, so it's tight. I can play and play till my fingers bleed. But by the end of the day, there's still an